Okay. I wasn't really expecting it this time, so this is kind of nice.
Which for you and a lot of others means I wasn't really worried about it for a change.
Correct. Okay. It's usually on my ex-wife. Let's go there. Thoughts turning into things. If you have a thing, am I a thought to it till I become a reality to the thing that's already in existence? Well, the thing is a thought to me till it becomes a thing. Does it go back and forth?
Yes, you're going to like this. Really good question. So first, every thought you think then becomes a thinker. Because instead of using the word think, let's use the word vibration. So if it's vibrating and you consider it, then you affect that vibration. In fact, you give birth to another vibration that is vibrating and law of attraction is responding to. So everything that you consider does have a relationship with you. Yeah. Hang in, it's going to be okay.
So now that I'm divorced, is it almost like she's died to me and she's now transitioned to another stage where...
Yes, for this reason, because you have all the power. There's no point in talking about anybody else's power, even though if we were talking to them, we'd be talking about their power. So you have all of your own power. So when you were in a contentious relationship, your thought about her created a reality for you that now you are not in that contentious relationship. Your thought about her creates something else for you. What you're wanting to say to us and what we're wanting to say back to you is that it isn't how they are, it's how you perceive that they are. It's your perception of them that matters to you, not the reality that they are living. It's your perception of their reality that affects you. Deep stuff.
So sometimes I don't know whether I'll reach a point where I'll become visible to the person, or it'll never be like that ever again, and I just got to live with it. And
well, you've got to accept you're not the same person. You're a changing person. So what happens to you, this is the reason that your inner being never looks back. Because when you were back there, living together, good times.
There's some good stuff back there.
We know.
It's kind of better than what I see here. But in my,
When you are back there living that stuff, wanted and unwanted,
right.
And all those thoughts about it are equaling each of your point of attractions. And now, because of that and other things, both of you are, in your current experience, offering different vibrations. And so the relationship between you today, when from your now vibration, you try to go back and remember that, you're not doing it accurately. You're going back and focusing on it from your now vibration. And so everything about your now vibration is improved. Don't you think your now vibration is in a better place than it was then? Do you think that your point of attraction is better now than before?
I do agree that I'm learning. And
the only question is your sense of ease greater now or then?
My sense of ease is a little greater now. Sometimes I felt like I was young and I was just making bonehead mistakes,
Is your sense of clarity greater now or then?
My desire is clear. It's the family picture that bugs me the most because it's broken. But my desire is clear, but it's like it's non-existent on her part, like period.
Stay with us just for a little bit, because when you say the family picture is broken, feel how that feels, because your inner being would never agree with that. And now let's talk about what family picture we're talking about. Are you talking about the family picture of your desire that's in your vibrational reality?
It's all of us sitting on a couch watching TV as a family.
But you're talking about the family picture of manifestation of past.
That has a past, yeah.
We're talking about the current family picture. And you're not letting yourself move toward this improved life experience because you're wanting the reality of the see it, hear it, smell it, taste, and touch it to outweigh this vibrational reality. It's the same reason that Esther's trying to bring Jerry back to life to sit on the couch to watch TV with her.
I'm feeling that, but she's alive and she ignores me. Imagine if he was there and he said, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about," you know? Like it's like dead to me while alive. Like she doesn't acknowledge me. The love is gone, I guess, from her end. Right, that's what I'm trying to evolve.
But what you want to do is, when we say to you that your inner being doesn't look back, we mean that. We want you to try to grasp that thought. So when you understand that your inner being isn't looking back and you are, that's right there an explanation about why there would be some discord in it. And you've heard so much from us over the years about looking for love in all the wrong places and not looking for it in her attention upon you, but look for it from your inner being's attention. So everything that we've been saying today is about you finding some way of realigning with your inner being. So we have some questions for you. Do you believe that, and we're going to start silly, do you believe that your inner being exists?
Sometimes I just have a shit fit with all your interpretations, but yes. I mean, just which ones are, it just gets so, your source energy is interpreted, but are you the correct guide for my inner being view from non-physical? Could be disagreeing with you as we're speaking here. Like it feels like you're the only source of non-physical, the only authority, and it's like, well, where are the other speakers that are authorities, and which is my own authentic authority? And as if disagreeing with you, it doesn't feel good. I'll agree with it. I love your happiness, but sometimes I get pissed. It's like, who are you? Like, who made you God? Just straight up. I can't. I don't know why it always gets me going. I've always been a good boy for a long time, but sometimes you want to end it? I can just go sit down. Truly. Like if I can sit and you can hear you talk to other people and I'm like disagreeing a little bit in my head, and I don't know if it's my own inner being disagreeing with you, there's something about it. I know I love you. You set me up. I can feel it. Yes, I'll answer your question.
Well, we don't have any more questions for you. It's a difficult thing to be standing in a situation that you know you don't want and listen to us say to you that what isn't the place that you are best suited to put your attention. And right there, as you're a physically focused person who is logical in your thinking, who can see and hear and so forth, it feels weird for someone to say, but this isn't the reality that we want you to focus upon, because if you focus upon that reality, it can't change. So then we try to call your attention toward a reality that we see. Well, we don't blame you. Just because we can see it doesn't mean that it's real. And if you're not seeing it, then it's not real to you. And it doesn't matter how many hours we spend telling you that what we see is real. If you can't see it, it doesn't feel real. And we get that. So we look for ways of helping you to find pieces of what we know is real so that you can know a little bit too that it's real. So that through your own resources, we said this earlier today, and we really mean it for you, for everyone, but we really mean it for you. If you can't find a way to make an absolute correlation between what you're thinking and what's happening to you, then there is no guidance that will ever work for you. You can't take somebody else's word for anything. We have never spent any time trying to get anyone to do or not do anything. All we want to do is introduce you to the laws of the universe as we know them to be. And hopefully you'll put yourself in a place where there'll be some cognitive association between what this feeling yields to me consistently over time and what this feeling yields to me consistently over time. We know so well that if we could or you could snap your fingers and suddenly change the way your wife or anyone that you care about is looking toward you, that you would feel better. But what we know even more than that is that how you feel must not depend upon what that one woman does or doesn't do, because you turn all your power over to her. And when you've turned all your power over to someone, then you say to us, who do you think you are? And we say, we think we have power. We think that we have the power of the universe flowing through our understanding. We think that you have that same power too. But when someone else is behaving in a way that you can't control, and it is consistently over long periods of time sort of eating you up, then we think it's time for a new plan. Now, we'll acknowledge that it isn't comfortable to stand where you don't want to be and to listen to someone who appears to be happy anyway. But this is the message that we're giving you about your inner being. When you suffer, your inner being isn't. But there's another way of saying that. Your suffering is the indication of the difference of how your inner being feels. So it doesn't matter what your object of attention is. It doesn't matter who you're blaming. You're still holding yourself apart from who you really are and from what you deserve.
I can see